Hello gents, Jamie here. It's been a long time since I've seen you guys, but after 2.5 years or so, I am finally coming back to the UK this summer, which I'm very much looking forward to. So I really do hope I get the chance to catch up with you all very soon. Martin's been keeping me updated with goings on, and from the photos it certainly looked like you all had a fantastic trip to Ireland recently on some classic links courses, which of course made me extremely jealous. I haven't had the pleasure of Ireland's west coast before, but it's definitely on the bucket list, especially having seen what a great time you had. But Martin also sent me through a video of the gentleman on screen, and as I'm about to embark on some online tuition, I thought what a pleasure it would be to do my first swing analysis with a golf swing that is as easy on the eye as the coastal backdrop. So without further ado, my first Jenahura case study is the latest tournament winner, Roly Brown. Congratulations, Roly, on a great victory, and we're going to take a closer look today at why you emerged at the top of the leaderboard. Now, something I've been studying quite closely for a while now is the balance in the golf swing, which Roly demonstrates so well. And I'll largely be focusing on that today. But what I would immediately like to draw your attention to is what a bulletproof pre-shot routine can do for your confidence. And as Roly loosens his shoulders, he makes sure that the ball and club are fully acquainted with one another via a thorough introductory process. If we just listen into the audio here. Now, this, quite honestly, I have never heard anything of the sort, but if that's what works for you, Roly, I am all for it. Now, he follows this by transferring his weight from toe to heel, which I can only assume is a desperate attempt to balance himself after consuming near on a magnum of rouge the night before. But the setup position is textbook, and the swing starts with a beautiful one-piece takeaway. You can clearly see here that the angle of the club face mirrors the spine, which sets this modern-day golf swing off perfectly. As he winds things up, the technical proficiency is on full display. As you can see now, the shaft is pointing directly at the golf ball, which really is swing plane perfection. Now what happens next really is something quite special. As Roly reaches the top of his backswing, the shaft is now pointing directly at the target. The club face is now parallel to the left forearm, and the right elbow is tucked in nicely, and the left knee has worked inwards. Things really can't get any better at this stage, and Roly clearly knows this, because if we just zoom in at this stage, you can see that he has in fact taken his eyes completely off the golf ball and appears to be looking directly at the cameraman with his trademark grin on his face, audaciously playing to his audience, and he is clearly very proud of his swing so far. But what I like to remind my students is that you don't, in fact, hit the ball with your backswing. And as Roly transitions, strictly in a golfing sense, of course, his eyes come back to the ball, and you can clearly see just there that there is a moment of panic when he realises that the showboating was perhaps a step too far, and that the now high right elbow has created a swing path bringing the Atlantic firmly into play. The beautiful balance that was displayed in the initial address position is well and truly a thing of the past. And as the weight moves into the toes here, you can see that he now adopts what we call the Pisa position, leaning dangerously towards the golf ball. But then Roly, of course, shows what all great athletes are capable of by producing the classic chicken wing position in the left arm, stabilising the club face. But what comes next really is sensational, as he slings his right foot perpendicular to the line of play. A move really worth seeing again, as it is such a rarity in our sport. What this does primarily is to prevent the player from falling flat on his face in front of his mates, but it also provides an opportunity to style out the follow through by squarely taking in the view. The body language clearly demonstrating his delight at seeing the flight of the ball miraculously curving away from the direction of Canada and back towards home territory. The cry of "That's the one" is really not fooling anybody, Roly. We know you didn't mean it. The finish is an absolute classic. Rod casting motion that he is obviously practicing for his fishing trip later in the week. He now stands and admires the art that he has just created for far too long. As you can see Graham Blogg come into picture, over the laughter of the playing partners, you can faintly hear Graham say, "Get out of the way, Roly. You lucky bastard. It's my turn." Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Of course, just a little bit of fun there, but this coaching app is something I'm really quite excited about. It's got some fantastic features enabling me to do live online lessons with screen sharing on multiple devices. And what I'd like to do is offer all of the Jenahura clients a free video analysis as a way of thanking you all for your loyal custom, but also for so kindly sponsoring my charity walk. So if you would download the 1XP app, which is completely free for amateurs, and send me a client request, I will be more than happy to help. And like I said at the start, guys, I really hope I get the chance to catch up with you all this summer. Until then, best wishes and take care.